Hey there everybody, welcome back to the 4-String Strum of the channel. It's all about ukuleles. This week we're going to be covering an old Cat Stevens tune, Moonshadow, and we're going to work some chords. We're going to do a little bit of the old strummaroo, and we're going to do some embellishments, little instrumental, so stick around. Let's give it a go. Alright, let's have a look at the chords. So it starts with C. I'm being followed by an F. Moonshadow, back to C. F, moon, shadow, moon, C, shadow, and then I go F, C, okay? And then it's the same thing. Leaping and hopping on an F, moon, C, F, F, and C. Now when we get to the verses, it goes like this. This goes to F, and it just kind of goes back and forth from F to C mostly. And F, if I see ever, F, lose my C hands. F, lose my plow, back to C. You can go to F here, lose my land, G7, back to F. If I see ever, F, lose my C hands. This is where it goes a little different. We go to a D minor, oh, F, G7, F, C, A minor, I, back to D minor, won't have to G7, no C more. Okay, let me do that part again. F, that's D minor, F, quickly to the G7, F, just like one flick there, up to C, F, A minor, I, D minor, after G7, no C. All right, so let's just back up a little bit here because there's an option that you could do here. Let's go back to if I ever lose my hands. If I, so F, if I see ever, F, lose my C hands, F, lose my C, plow. And now you could go to a D minor here, lose my G7, if you like that better, or if you want to play it as an F, lose my hands. It's up to you, whatever you like. All right, now there's a little bridge that goes in here too, towards the end, and it just is a D. Did it take long to find me? G, D. I asked the faithful G light. Back to D. Did it take long to G find me? And then I do a D7 here. And are you gonna stay the night? G, G7. And then you just go back to your I'm being followed by Moonshadow. All right, that's it. Let's get into the next part. All right, let's have a little look at some of the strumming on this one. So, this one you can use your sledgehammer. I'm being followed by Moonshadow. So it's just down on that top string with your thumb, and then you're gonna flick with your finger and come back up with your thumb. Sledgehammer, sledgehammer. I'm being followed by Moonshadow. Moonshadow, Moonshadow. Now when you do those are just single strums, okay? Leaping and hopping on a moonshadow, moonshadow, moonshadow. And if I ever lose my hands. Okay, so you can play basically the whole song just like that. Now let's take a look at a couple of little embellishments that you can do as well. All right, so for the embellishments, there's a couple of things you can do with your strumming here. If you want to, at the beginning, or in between the verses, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you can kind of alternate that calypso strum, or the island strum as it's known, with your sledgehammer. Okay, so at any point if you want to throw in a little So you can see how he's starting to mix that together. And so you don't get too caged in by either the calypso strum, the island strum, or the sledgehammer. You kind of just mix and match as you like. All right? Now the other thing that you can do with the strum here when you're doing that island strum is we can do our circle strum here, right? So for those of you that have been around for a while, you've seen this one. So this is just a standard down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now if you want to jazz it a little bit, up, down, up, down, up. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of circling around, almost like I'm going around the sound hole with my pointer finger. And what it does is it separates the sound of each one of the strings, gives it that little bit of a rhythmic sort of staccato kind of a sound. It kind of gives it that kind of a sound as I circle my finger around. You can hear it's a little bit delayed in order to get each string kind of on its own, okay? It's slight, but it gives a really nice effect. So you can throw in your circle strum there as well. All right, now let's talk a little bit about some instrumental. So we can start to drop our fingers down here. We can do the hammer-ons, etc. on our favorite spots, right? We're gonna work that magic triangle that we talk about, right? It's here. Okay, those are your sort of key spots, is going to be here. Right, that's basically just the C scale. So it starts on the first string at the 3rd fret, and at the 2nd fret on the 1st string, open on the 1st string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 1st fret on the 2nd string, open on the 2nd string, and 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and open on the 3rd string. So when we do the instrumental, it's pretty much going to be one of those notes that we're looking for, okay? So here's what it's going to sound like. All right, let's break it down. All right, so zoomed right in here, and we're going to start with our C, and we're basically just going to drop our 2nd finger here at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So let's just do, I'm being followed by a. So all that is just your 2nd finger being dropped here at the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then we're going to go to the 1st fret on the 2nd string. On by. I'm being followed by. And then we lift it. Oh, I'm being followed by. I'm being followed by. Then we go to the F. Moon. And we just play the F. Moonshadow. And then we go right back to the C. Moonshadow. And if you want the exact notes, it's the 2nd string, shadow, and the 3rd string, open. Moonshadow, moon. And then we go back to the F, moon. And when we play the F again on moon, moon, we want to emphasize that 1st string with our 3rd finger at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Moonshed. And we lift it. Moonshed. And we come back up. Moonshed. On that 1st string. Moonshed. And then to the 2nd string, we're going to put our 3rd finger at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Again. Moonshadow. And then we pluck that 3rd fret at the 2nd string. Moonshadow. And then we lift it, and we just have that 1st finger's already there because it's the F chord, right? shadow. So it's again, second string, open, shadow, and the third string. And then we just play the F, G. And then it's the same thing again. Leaping and hopping on a moonshadow, moonshadow, moonshadow. All right, so now we'll work on the and if I ever, the verses. So it's just F and C, and you don't have to do a lot of fanciness here because it kind of follows right along with the melody. And the note if is there on your second string. If I ever. So what I do is ever again. So I'm just dropping my second finger at the third fret on the second string. If I ever, and then I won't beg. Okay, so when I go to that F, you can play that as an A minor, or sorry, D minor as well if you want. I won't, and then I just lift my first finger off the second string. I won't beg. And the note you want to get on beg is your third string here, that one. Okay, again. If I ever lose my legs, I won't moan, and I won't beg. Back to the F. If I ever lose my legs. Same again. Now we go to the part where it's the D minor. So with the strumming here, as I mentioned earlier, is so it's like a sledgehammer and a half. So you're kind of going and you do the second half of that sledgehammer, the brush down on the G7. Then you go to the C. And you just do a paintbrush. Then you go to the A minor. And you just do a sledgehammer. Sorry, a paintbrush rather. G7. Again. Okay, and back to your C. All right, we just got some new ukuleles in, and this one is a new one we haven't carried before. This is the Ohana TK32. Now, this is a solid mahogany top, back, and sides ukulele. Just beautiful. And it has the abalone here rosette. It has a really nice sort of understated purfling around here. It's black, white, black, kind of. The center isn't really white. It's more of kind of a golden color. You've got hardwood binding on the top and on the back, across the end, and also up the center. Look at the nice grain in that mahogany. Isn't it beautiful? Take a little look up here. The nice classical looking headstock here. And you've got 3-point crown on the head. The stylized Ohana logo, which looks really smart. I like these slotted headstocks. They look really sharp. Black buttoned tuners. And these really nice falling leaves as your position markers. And you've got side dot markers here too, at the 5th, the 7th, the 10th, and the 12th. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check it out more specifically. And but the sound on it is really nice. It's got sort of that open pore finish on it as well, kind of a satin finish, not really high gloss, so the fingerprints don't show up on it. Anyway, I'm really liking this one. It's got a nice full sound with a bit more bass than maybe some of the other ones that we play here. So anyway, check it out. Links down in the description. All right, let's play it through. Here we go. We'll do a little instrumental first, and we'll do a little instrumental break partway through as well. I'm being followed by Moonshadow, 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 leaping, hopping on a Moonshadow, Moonshadow, Moonshadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow and lose my land, and if I ever lose my hands, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if all my colors all run dry, and if I ever lose my eyes, I won't have to cry no more. And if I ever lose my legs, well, I won't moan and I won't beg. And if I ever lose my legs, if I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my mouth, all my teeth, north and south, and if I ever lose my mouth, if I won't have to talk no more. And did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. And did it take long to find me? And are you gonna stay the night? Well, I'm being followed by Moonshadow, 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 leaping and hopping on a Moonshadow, 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 Moonshadow. All right, folks, there you go. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and join us on our Facebook group, The 4-String Strummers. Lots of friendly folks on there to interact with and yip yap about ukuleles all day long. Visit us at 4stringstrummer.ca. Check out all the ukuleles that we've got in stock. I appreciate all the orders that have been coming in, folks. It's awesome because we're shipping ukes all over the country, all over the world. So anyway, until we see you next time, folks, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun maybe with one of these videos right over here. Bye for now.